Today on the channel, we got one of the latest and greatest from Grapplers and Gimmicks, as we've got Tio Savio, Juan Rivera, Savio Vega.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Here and welcome back to the channel for another retro wrestling figure unboxing and review. And today on the channel, the latest and greatest from Grapplers and Gimmicks. We've got Juan Rivera, we've got Savio Vega. But of course, if you're looking for this figure, you got to go to the Grapplers and Gimmicks website. That's where you're going to find this. It's not sold on Ringside. It's not Entertainment Earth. It is a pre-order. We know how that goes with a lot of these smaller companies and stuff, but we got to admit, a lot of these Grappler and Gimmicks figures have blown away our expectations, and that's always a good thing at the end of the day. But what kind of expectations do we have with Savio Vega? Savio, of course, pre-Attitude Era, I guess a little bit into the Attitude Era, but pre-Attitude Era. Most known for me, I think, is his feud with Stone Cold Steve Austin back in the day. Not a super heavy hitter, but a guy that's been remembered all these years later, and a guy that's in the retro line right here. So we're going to unbox this, and of course we're going to unbox it, and we're going to do this unboxing like we do all the other ones on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And out of all the ones from the Grapplers and Gimmicks line, this one may be the one I'm least excited about. Maybe I just didn't connect with old Savio Vega back in the day. But he does kind of fit into the retro game for that kind of era, into the Hasbro era, into kind of the next incarnation. Well, I'm sure we would have got him if the line would have continued. So I'm here for this, though. I want characters new and far. I want big, heavy hitters. I want middle-of-the-road players, and I want some lesser players as well. And this is scratching that itch in some ways, we'll say, with old Savio Vega here. Looking good on the card art, very uniform packaging as we've seen from this line. Does feel very Hasbro-esque, there's no doubt about it, with kind of the color combinations, the little animation right there as well. Grapplers and Gimmicks logo, we've seen that before as well. Very nice sturdy bubble on this one, nothing's fallen off. Nice heavy-duty card stock on this. It's not too heavy, not too thin. I would say the perfect card for this one right here. Cross-sell down below, of course. We got to have a cross-sell. We got a little QR code as well, if need be. Looks like we got a little bit of blurb action going on. We'll read that in a second here. And we got some of that artwork there that we get with these of old Juan Rivera. Interesting, and of course we do know the original Savio Vega. The fans didn't like it. You know, there was a lot of feedback around the original head sculpt, and kudos to Mitch over there at Grapplers and Gimmicks. He listened to the fan base and made changes. Not every company does that. A lot of companies just roll with it, say it is what it is. He went back to the office and back to the old drawing board, got a new head, and I would say this one is a lot better. So shout out, you got to listen to your consumers out there, and Grapplers and Gimmicks did do that. So we got to call it like we see them right there. It does say, for the fans, by the fans, the Grapplers and Gimmicks design team is dedicated to producing figures in the spirit of the ones we all know and love. We hope our mindful efforts make you feel as if the original line never ended. There you go. Hassle Toys and Collectibles, hassletoy.com, grapplersandgimmicks.com. Adult collectible, this is not a toy. I think that's for legal reasons. But very interesting on the back. Choking hazard, may contain breakable, sharp, and or small parts. I will not put this in my mouth. I just decided right now. He does come with the Bariqua Beatdown, so quite the finisher there. But we're going to pull him out. We're going to get him out. We're going to see what all the fuss is about here with old Savio Vega. He's going to be Savio to me, there's no doubt. Old Savio looking good. Pull him off the card. There it is. I'm keeping my cards for now. See you later. Goodbye. Plastic prison. Bam. See you later. And we got old Savio out of the package here. Looking pretty good. A good weight to Savio, too. It almost reminds me of the Epic Toys, Cella Toys. They have a nice weight to them. We got a little bit of that here with this Savio, so that's the first thing I noticed right off the gate. Looking good in the head sculpt department. Got that little kind of divot into his hair as well. He does kind of look like D'Lo Brown a little bit, like a Bizarro World D'Lo Brown in the face. Got the goatee going on. Got the old people's eyebrows going on as well, it looks like here. mean mugging a little bit. Of course, you got a nose, you got 2 eyes, you got 2 eyebrows, you got a goatee, and you got 2 ears. Looking pretty good, but black hair across the top. He does got his kind of Savio jumpsuit going on that we're used to. Kind of those strands down the front and a little shirt. Does say Savio on the back of the shirt there. Looking really, really nice. I even like the attention to detail here with the SV on the pocket. That's a throwback to the old Bone Cruncher days. Very cool to do that. Black pants, black boots, black wrist tape, forearm tape on him. He is pointing. He's telling Stone Cold what he's going to do with him in a strap match. And then he's got a Fist of Fury over here. Always here for a Fist of Fury. Of course, his head does go back and forth, side to side. Arm goes all the way around, really good there. So does the other one. You get waist articulation looking good. And that is it in the articulation department. Now, no peg hole on the bottom. I don't think you really need a peg hole with this guy. But I do like a peg hole, just in case. You never know how you might want to display something. Who knows? Maybe somebody's going to put it sideways in their cabinet. They could stick it in a peg hole. It would be like that. I don't know. Choose your own display adventure. But I would like an addition of a peg hole in here. But that's a minor gripe if there ever was one. But a good looking figure. I got to say, I'm blown away by the weight of this one. He feels a lot heavier than I was assuming he would feel. Even comparing him here to Ahmed Johnson from a prior release, which was still a good figure. He's got a little weight to him, but boy, Savio feels a lot heavy. I don't know what the weight difference is here, but I really do like this new weight on this figure. Definitely feels a little bit better. It doesn't feel as cheap. Not that Ahmed feels super cheap, but he is much lighter, and Savio's got a good weight to him. So I did notice that right off the bat, and that's the thing that kind of sticks with me most in this review, just the heaviness of this figure right here. But there you can see him kind of next to Ahmed, 2 guys that were running wild about the same time. And I did mention that Bone Cruncher earlier. Of course, many different Bone Crunchers of Savio Vega over the years. Here is one of them here. Kind of compare a little bit to. Not sure why he had the hat on. That was always kind of strange. I guess he probably wore a hat once or twice, I would imagine. But Savio, a guy very underrepresented in the action figure game. Would love to see a Savio, maybe Mattel Elite one of these days. That would be pretty cool. Maybe in the Legends line. I don't know. He might be a tough sell. You never know what might happen there. But a guy definitely underrepresented in the action figure game. There's no doubt about it. But very, very fun to get another retro-style wrestling figure. They're all the rage, as we do know. We got more to come. We will be unboxing the Godwins on the channel as well. So make sure you check out that video when that time comes. And the best way to check that video out would be to subscribe to this very YouTube channel. Of course, you guys know we got videos every single day and then some. We got 2 YouTube channels going right now, so subscribe to both of those. And for early access to videos like these, check out the Patreon. Patreon, your best way to support the channel. You can also check out ProWrestlingTees.com if you want to support the channel as well. Pick up a t-shirt, search Kyle Peterson. Don't forget social media, SirPaul64 on the X, and _Kyle_Peterson on Threads and on Instagram. So for old Savio Vega, I am Kyle. See you guys all real soon.